Stand in Tadasana with your feet directly below the hips, your knees are relaxed, your tailbone pointing towards the floor, your navel in towards your back, chest open and lifted, top of the shoulders back, arms relaxed by the side of the body with the fingers pointing down towards the floor, and your head sitting nice and straight over your neck. Lips slightly parted and relaxing your tongue in your mouth. And gaze softly forward. We will begin with the intercostal breathing. So place your hands just below your chest with the middle fingers touching, and begin by breathing deeply into your chest, into your lungs. As you breathe in, your chest is expanding and your fingers are coming apart naturally. And as you breathe out, your fingers are touching once more. So breathe in, lift and open the chest, and breathe out, release. Breathe in, lift and open the chest, and breathe out, release. And one more time, breathe in, lift and open the chest, and breathe out, release. Now cup your right hand into your left and resume your Tadasana position with the hands in front of you. Breathe in, lift the chin up towards the ceiling, keeping a safe distance between the back of your head and your neck. As you breathe out, you draw your chin towards your chest, and at the same time tighten the perineum, drawing your navel in. Breathe in, relax the perineum and lift the chin up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe out, draw your chin towards the chest. Tighten the tummy in. And one more time, breathe in, lifting the chin up. And breathe out, draw the chin towards the chest. Breathe in, return your head to center. And as you breathe out, blow the air over your right shoulder. Breathe in, return to center, and breathe out, blow the air to the left. Breathe in, return to center, and breathe out to the right. Breathe in to center, and breathe out to the left. Breathe in, return to center, and breathe out, relax your arms. As you breathe in, place your hands to your shoulders, elbows facing forward, and as you breathe out, extend your arms forward. And again, breathe in, hands to shoulders, and breathe out, extend the arms forward. And one more time, breathe in, hands to shoulders, and breathe out, extend the arms forward. Breathe in, place the hands back to the shoulders, but this time bring the elbows to the side at shoulder levels, and you're going to begin rotating your shoulders back, breathing in and out at your own rhythm. Feel how your shoulders are beginning to loosen up and relax as you do this movement. And now rotate your shoulders forward, breathing in and out at your own rhythm. And again, feeling the effect of this movement in your shoulders. Now relax your arms back in the Tadasana position. And we're going to do a full arm circle. Begin by focusing your eyes on your right hand. As you breathe in, stretch your right arm forward and then up. And then as you breathe out, you stretch it back and then down. And again, breathe in forward and up. And breathe out back and down. One last time in this way, breathe in forward and up. And breathe out back and down. Now same arm, opposite direction. Breathe in, stretch your arm back and up, and breathe out forward and down. And again, breathe in back and up, and breathe out forward and down. One last time, breathe in back and up, and breathe out forward and down. Relax your right arm by your side and focus your eyes on your left hand. Breathe in, stretch your left arm forward and up, and breathe out back and down. And again, breathe in forward and up, and breathe out back and down. And one last time, forward and up, and as you breathe out, back and down. And resume your Tadasana position. Now if you bring both arms at shoulder level with the elbows pointing in front of you, and bring your right elbow to your left shoulder. And then bring your hands as close together as you can. You may be able to bring them palm to palm, but if you're not, you just bring them as close as possible and you feel a lovely stretch across your shoulders. Take another breath, and as you breathe out, release. One more time, bring your arms at shoulder level with the elbows forward and bring your left elbow to your right shoulder. And again, bring your hands as close together as you can. You might be able to touch palm to palm. If not, you feel that you're as close as you can go. Take another breath, and as you breathe out, release. Resume your Tadasana. Now link your fingers together and turn the palm facing forward. As you breathe in, stretch the arms forward and up, keeping your arms up and in line with your ears. Take another breath, and as you breathe out, you stretch to the right. Breathe in, stretching up, and breathe out to the left. And one more time, breathe in, stretching up, and breathe out to the right, keeping the shoulders back. Breathe in, stretching up, and breathe out to the left. Breathe in, stretch up again, and as you breathe out, release your arms and resume your Tadasana position. Now if you'd like to step with your feet slightly wide, about 2 feet apart, and link your fingers together behind your back. As you breathe in, you stretch the arms down towards the floor, and as you breathe out, you're going to lift the arms behind you and lower your head towards your feet. Only go as far as you're capable to go without straining yourself, and if you can, stretch your arms up, release your head and neck. Take another breath, and then release your arms in the same direction as your head. So unclasp your finger and let your arms hang loose, and take a few breaths. Try if you can to lengthen the out breaths. As you breathe out, visualize that you're letting go whatever problems or worries or stress there may be in your life. Let it all float away from you as you breathe out. Now, being very gentle with your back, you may wish to bend your knees and uncurl your spine slowly, keeping your head full last, taking nice long deep breaths, breathing in and reaching up with your arms to fill yourself up with light and energy. And next time you breathe out, you bring your hands palm to palm and bring them down to your heart. Breathe in again, and as you breathe out, release your arms and resume your Tadasana position. All the poses in yoga that are standing pose always start and end with Tadasana. So we're now going to stretch our hips. So if you'd like again to resume your Tadasana, but this time with your knees bent, hands on your hips, and you're going to circle your hips. So first of all, bring your hips forward, and then right, and back, and left. Breathing in and out as you keep circling your hips clockwise. So gradually make that into a nice smooth circle. And you can feel how this is releasing all this area in your lower back, which is sometimes very hard to get to. So this is a lovely way to release lower back ache and to prepare the hips for further work. So we're going to circle the hips in the opposite direction now, forward and left and back and right, forward and left, back and right, breathing in and out at your own rhythm as you allow this to become a nice smooth circle. Breathing in and especially breathing out. Often when we start something new, we forget how to breathe, so make sure if you're not breathing at the same time as me, that at the very least you're breathing out, lengthening the out breath. And then resume your Tadasana position. We will begin to introduce you to balancing pose, which are very good for working with your emotion as well as your body. So before you begin, bring all of your body weight to your right foot and anchor that foot into the ground. So you already feel before you do anything that all your weight is into your right foot. You're then going to bend your left knee and circle your left knee to the left, so to the outside. Nice big wide circle. You're going to do 3 big wide circles with your left knee, and you feel how this is loosening up again the hip. So do 3 circles in one direction and then 3 circles in the opposite direction. And again, remember to breathe, especially breathing out, letting go. Then resume your Tadasana position and bring your body weight onto your left foot this time. And now you're going to circle your right knee to the right. So nice big wide circle clockwise with your right knee. Again, breathing in and out at your own rhythm. Making sure you're breathing out. And 3 wide circles in the opposite direction. Releasing whatever tension may be in your hip. In preparation for further work. And now we will move to the wall to stretch the calf muscle. So bring your forearm to the wall and bring your left foot forward and right foot back. And really stretching your right heel into the ground. Take 3 deep breaths, lengthening the out breath. And then change over. So your right foot forward, left foot back. And again, stretching your left heel into the ground. Lengthening the out breath as you again take 3 deep breaths. And release. And now we will do a back stretch against the wall. So what I would recommend you do is that you stand with your hip to the wall and place your hands just above your hips, so that will indicate the height, the right height for your hands. So place the 2 hands on the wall and stretch back, keeping your legs straight. And it's sometimes good to have somebody by your side that can make sure that the hip, shoulders and hands are all in one line. You keep your ears between your arms and you send the top of the femur back and lengthen the spine. Feel the flow of energy running along your spine and take again 3 deep breaths. Keep sending the top of the femur back as you lengthen the out breath. And when you feel it's time to end this stretch, again be very mindful with your back and come out of the pose in a nice gentle way. And resume your Tadasana. Now to end our warm-up, we're going to do what I call the mini salute, which is a very pleasant thing to do, and for those of you who are complete beginners, this sequence then will be enough for the first few days. So what I would like you to do, sit on your heels in what we call the child pose. So you sit on your heels and then relax your upper body forward with your arms relaxed by the side of your body, and if comfortable you can let your forehead rest on the floor. Some of you may find this position a little bit difficult if you're not used to it. If you need to, you could place a blanket underneath your feet so that it's a little bit softer. And you could also have one fist on top of the other fist and rest your forehead onto your fist. Take a deep breath, and as you breathe in, sit on your heels and stretch your arms up, reaching for light and energy. As you breathe out, you're going to reach forward with your arms, place them on the mat, and keep stretching your arms forward. You can take a few breaths in and out as you do this, and if it's comfortable enough for you, you could rest your forehead onto the mat. If not, as close to the floor as comfortable. Try and relax your shoulders and keep stretching your spine, reaching forward into your fingertips and reaching back into your sacrum. So again, that same movement of lengthening the spine. Spread your fingers on the mat, and when you're ready, keeping your hands where they are, come onto your hands and knees. Bring your head up a little bit and open the chest. There's a little curve in the back, which is lovely. Take another breath, breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to curl your toes and raise your tailbone up towards the ceiling, straightening the leg into what we call the dog pose. Take a few breaths in and out in this position. It's very similar to the back stretch we did against the wall. It's just a different angle. So again, elbows are straight, knees are straight, and the top of the femur is moving back, head is moving towards the floor. Now take another breath. As you breathe in, you bring your knees to the floor. Open the chest and lift the chin up, hollowing the lower back. As you breathe out, sit on your heels and stretch your arms forward, reaching into your fingertips, reaching back with your sacrum, lengthening the whole spine. Breathe in again, lift the head and walk your hands back towards you. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch the arms up, reaching for light and energy. And as you breathe out, curl back into the child pose. And take a couple of breaths. We'll do this sequence one more time. Breathe in, sit on your heels, stretching your arms up towards the ceiling, open wide. Breathe out, hands on the mat, stretch your arms forward, reaching as far as you can with your hands, resting the head towards the floor if you can, stretching back into your sacrum, stretching forward into your fingertips. Take a couple of breaths, keep your fingers spread, your hands where they are, and as you breathe in, come onto your hands and knees. Open the chest, lift the chin up, hollowing the lower back, keep the tailbone pointing back. Breathe in again. As you breathe out, curl the toes and straighten the legs, pointing the sacrum up towards the ceiling. Top of the femur is moving back. Your head is moving towards the floor. You're straightening the elbows, straightening the knees, and lengthening the out breath. Again, as you breathe in, the knees go back to the floor. Chest open, chin up. As you breathe out, you sit on your heels, stretching forward into your fingertips, lengthening the spine. Breathe in again, lift your head and walk your hands back towards you. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch the arms up towards the ceiling, and breathe out, resume your child pose, curling into a ball. And hopefully this position should be a relaxing position. If it is not, again try the alternative of having one fist on top of the other fist, forehead on your fist.